Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 208, dude. We've been doing it for 208 times. How crazy is that? And listen, he asked me what day it was, and I said it was October 3rd.
What are we doing?
I mean, it's October. Can you believe it's October? October's here. It's the fall season. It's cozy. Can you believe October's here? No, and I mean, honestly, in all honesty, can you sit down and seriously comprehend and fully wrap your head around the fact that October is here? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's hard to believe. I can't believe it. Can you believe it?
It's October.
October.
It's hard to believe.
October. Hard to believe. October.
Hard to believe. Hard to believe.
It's hard to believe. It's October. Can you believe it, Luba? It's hard to believe. I can't believe it. Can you, Luba? It's October.
Believe October. Can you believe it? October.
It's October. October. Can you believe it, Luba?
What are we doing?
That was weird, huh? Well, it's October, folks, if you haven't heard already. And here we are. It's the frizzy little fall season. And it's also Friday, October 3rd. It's Mean Girls Day. If you haven't watched the movie in a while, go watch it. It's Mean Girls Day. Shout out to Lindsay Lohan. And it's album release day. Album release day. Target opened at midnight. I'm talking, it's a celebration across the conch, okay? We're talking 15 all new tracks, one feature. I mean, I have been looking forward to this album release for, I don't know what, Lou Bug, the last, like 3 to 6 months. Like, I mean, the anticipation building around this album has just truly been something of a spectacle, not only from a societal standpoint, from podcasting to industry news to music to just everything that has led up to this moment. I mean, when I clicked play on the first track of Swag 7 by Soulja Boy this morning, I mean, I was there at midnight. I unfortunately didn't get there to Target, but at midnight, I was clicking play. I was ready to listen to Swag 7. I mean, if you thought Swag 6 was an album to listen to, Swag 7, I mean, Soulja Boy has taken it to the next stratosphere.
What are we doing?
Not to be confused with Swag or Swag 2 by Justin Bieber. I'm talking Swag 7, the 7th installment in Soulja Boy's, his third album this year. If you didn't know, he dropped 2 more earlier this year. Soulja Boy has consecutively been dropping new albums every 3 to 6 months.
What are we doing?
There's a new Soulja Boy album ranging from anywhere from 10 to 18 tracks every 3 to 6 months. I mean, the boy's on fire. If anyone from your hometown claims they're a rapper and they haven't released a single song and or full-length discography of an album, you tell them to get on Soulja Boy's hustle and pay attention.
What are we doing?
So it's Swag 7, babes. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think this might be his best album to date. I think all of the tracks were fantastic. I mean, he basically did 15 tracks solo dolo. He had one little feature. They did great too. And I mean, at the end of the day, Swag 7 is probably going to go down in history as one of the top. I think it's probably number 1 right now. Is it number 1 on the Billboard charts? Let's look that up. Unfortunately, no, it is not tops of the Billboard charts. We fortunately have Taylor Swift.
What are we doing?
So, listen, it's Life of a Showgirl Day, okay? It's Soulja Boy dropped his album too, but it's also, it's Tay-Tay Spotlight, okay? Sit down, Soulja Boy. We've got Taylor Swift. She's been all over. She's been rocking and rolling, ready to go. She's been taking over radio stations all morning. She's been interjecting her thoughts and opinions. She did a full, hour-long breakdown of each track, giving commentary, background knowledge, fun behind-the-scenes shit on every song on iHeartRadio this morning. If you didn't hear that, I'm sure it's going to be on the app somewhere. Go find it. But she did a whole exclusive interview with them. She was in the UK doing press. She's going on Graham Norton. She'll be on Jimmy Fallon soon. I mean, it is a press kit for the ages. I mean, Life of a Showgirl is out now. If you haven't heard the new Taylor Swift album, go take a peeksy-weeksy. I listened. It was okay. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's a Taylor Swift album. Do all the songs kind of sound the same? Yeah, except for the one that she ripped from the Jonas Brothers and the other one that she ripped from the Jackson 5.
What are we doing?
But it's fine, sampling. It's Taylor Swift. She can afford to pay these artists any amount of fee or whatever type of collateral that they would need to kind of sort of sample such a beat. Maybe she didn't. Maybe it's unofficial. I don't know. But some of her songs sound a little similar. There's a Jonas Brothers song that sounds a little sim, and there's a Jackson 5 kind of beat to one of her new tracks. So, I mean, listen, okay, listen, we heard and seen this coming from a mile away. Okay, you saw this reaction on the podcast when they announced the track list. You knew Taylor Swift was not going to name a song. There's no chance in hell that Taylor Swift was going to name a song on her new album titled Wood, W-O-O-D, the wood, knock on it. And it not have anything directly other than to do with Travis Kelce's
What
penis.
are we doing?
And so that's what it was, you know what I mean? He's the big red oak tree that opened her seas or thighs or skies or whatever TikTok's trying to tell you the lyrics are. I don't think they're quite accurate on TikTok, but it's one of those situations where it's like, you know what I mean? Taylor Allison Swift, is that her whole name, I think? Miss Taylor Swift, you dirty little dog, singing about your boyfriend's peeing. I mean, hey. It's not for me. It's not for most people, but at the end of the day, it's going to get her the streams, the hits, the headlines. Everyone's talking about Wood, so coulda, houlda, shoulda, woulda, if you know what I mean. Shout out to Hood'a.
What are we doing?
But the initial reviews are up there. They're good. She's shot. I mean, the whole thing's going to chart. The whole thing's going to pop. The Taylor Swiftie army is going to skyrocket the shit out of this album. She's already been on record stating this morning that no tour is in the works.
What are we doing?
No tour. No Eras Tour 2. No tour for the album. She says, and I quote, "I'm tired, babes."
What are we doing?
Taylor Swift is so tired from all the football games that she now has to go to. She has no more time for touring. So maybe next year we get an announcement. Maybe when a deluxe version of this album comes out with 6 more tracks on it. I don't know. Maybe an update coming with that soon. But as of right now, she's not about it at the moment. And so that's kind of the news. That's what's surrounding Taylor Swift right now. The album's out. You pretty much got to listen to it. It'll take you 45 minutes to an hour after you inevitably skip through a few tracks. And then boom, it's it. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a new Taylor Swift album. Is it going to be her best one? I'm seeing arguments from both sides of the fence. I'm seeing, it's fine. It's a good Taylor Swift album. And I'm also hearing that it's going to be her number one of all time. She's in her bag. She's in her zone. She's in love. This is what she wants to do. And at the end of the day, Taylor will be Taylor Swift. And so, that's what it is. And so that's where we're at. And there's not much else. It wasn't a big spectacle, pretty much, because we were also expecting this album release to come with one other piece of news that we all had seemingly thought was the truth for the last, month and a half, that Taylor Swift would be headlining the Super Bowl. And as we have now come to learn, she's not.
What are we doing?
So what's actually happening? What were the hints? I was talking to Megs about this just yesterday. Okay, so we all know Bad Bunny's doing the Super Bowl. We're gonna get to him in a minute. But what I don't understand is, are we just all mentally ill? Or was there a chance that she was going to the Super Bowl? Stick with me here, because either we're all mentally ill and we are just making shit up in the zeitgeist of the world and society and what could happen. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but did Taylor Swift a month and a half ago not go on her boyfriend at the time, now fiance, Travis Kelce's podcast and drop so many lines pertaining to 60 days of sourdough, Super Bowl 60. She mentioned the mascot at Levi's Stadium. I think she said my name. I think she dropped so many nonchalant, any normal person would be like, hey, why is she talking that way? But then when you put two and two together, holy shit, it equals the Super Bowl. Are we all mentally ill, or was she actually in her mind thinking she was going to do the Super Bowl? Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
Because if there were never Super Bowl negotiations with Taylor Swift at the time of her Travis Kelce Brothers podcast appearance, then we're all obviously mentally ill and we need to get some serious psychiatric help, therapy, better help, over-the-counter prescriptions. Some of us might go holistic. I don't know. But if there were never Super Bowl negotiations between Jay-Z, the NFL, the Super Bowl, and Taylor Swift and her team, then I think we all might need to be checked out professionally within the next week or two. Because if there were never any negotiations and we just all put that shit together, she's making sourdough 60% of the time, she must be going to Super Bowl 60. Holy shit, she said Levi, it's Levi Stadium. She said 49, that's where the 49ers play, that's where the Super Bowl is this year. There's so many clues.
What are we doing?
I think we might all be mentally ill. I don't know. I need to know the official word, if she was being considered or not, or if they were actually this close to signing a contract. Rumors in the Twitter sphere is Tay-Tay wanted the rights to the show. You know, Taylor Swift doesn't do anything as big as the Eras Tour, let alone the Super Bowl, without filming it and then re-releasing it into AMC theaters to make another $30 million in the bag.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? So something tells me if there were negotiations and they fell through, I believe it to be true that maybe it had something to do with Taylor owning the rights to the show, redistributing it. She's not going to get that with the NFL and the Pepsi and the Super Bowl and the Jay-Z's of the world. And so maybe, yes, that's what happened. I don't know the official story. That's just Conspiracy Theory Hour featuring me and Taylor Swift. Go listen to the new album if you want. Skip through it. Some of the songs are good. I don't know if any of them will pop. It was basically kind of like Bieber's albums. Nothing really stuck. It's not on the radio. There's not really a cultural wave when it came to really any of that music. Maybe a little bit with one or two songs, but at the end of the day, it's Taylor Swift, babe. So make it happen. So Bad Bunny got the Super Bowl, right? So big shot coming this week. I don't know if anyone saw this coming. I know Andrew Schultz certainly didn't. Shout out to that idiot. But Bad Bunny is performing at this year's Super Bowl. And the one thing all I know for sure is that as soon as that halftime show starts, this is going to be me. And so, listen, for those of you who don't know, because everyone's like, what the fuck? What's a Bad Bunny? Who is Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny is the biggest male artist in the world.
What are we doing?
He hails from Puerto Rico and back again. He's a global phenomenon. He's a sensation, and he has 100% Spanish music, and it shows and it shines through all of his work and his performances. So the fact that Bad Bunny is the Super Bowl performer, I mean, right on, grade A, great job, claps all around. I think it's an excellent choice. I think he'll put on a fantastic show. I mean, there's a reason he's the biggest artist in the world. I think he's got like 80 million Spotify listeners, 20 billion streams total or something insane. Like, it's one of the situations where he wasn't on our necessarily radar because it just so happens that due to his heritage that there is of Puerto Rico, which is in the United States, by the way.
What are we doing?
It's a territory. We can't deport him. So sit down and shut the fuck up, idiots. And so at the end of the day, he's an artist, but I don't think he was on our radar because out of protest to the Donald Trump administration, and all of their efforts in the ICE department and the deportation of mainly the Hispanic immigrants within this country within the last 6 to 12 months, he's not a fan of. So out of protest of that, he canceled and no longer did any of his United States tour dates.
What are we doing?
And so that happened. And at the end of the day, I mean, he has his standings. And so what better way to bring even more recognition? What better way to put an even bigger spotlight on him, his country, his heritage, and most importantly, what he stands for, which is basically the ladder on top of, his people and these situations where like they're falsely being deported because half the people who live in the United States don't know that Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States.
What are we doing?
So like it's a never-ending battle. So what better way to put such a gigantic spotlight on himself and everything he stands for than the Super Bowl? I think it's a bold move. I think it's a great testament to what he does and who he is. And I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. If you're telling me as soon as the halftime show starts next year, you're not like doing this, dude, then piss all the way off. I mean, it's gonna be a good show. Okay. I mean, listen, does he have any English songs? No. Are all of his songs going to be sung in Spanish? Yes or yes. But, I myself personally don't have a problem with it, but I know a few people in this country that just might, I can't wait. I can't wait for the group of 55 plus year olds watching the Super Bowl down at the VFW. They have no idea who Bad Bunny is or who even the Super Bowl performer is. They're praying it's Aerosmith, and boom, Bad Bunny comes on, and they are going to be distraught.
What are we doing?
I mean, and it's just, at the end of the day, the only thing I pray for when it comes to the Super Bowl is not letting the boomers win. We cannot let the boomers win when it comes to the Super Bowl. We need to keep bringing on acts that the millennials and or any future generations fuck with. So that thereof, let's go. Bring on the Bad Bunny, bring on Jay-Z, bring on Miley Cyrus, bring on Justin Bieber, bring on Tate McRae. I don't know. Bring on anyone other than what the boomers want at the Super Bowl. And you know what I'm talking about, okay? Every single year, your parents are in the Facebook comments just bitching. We want the Rolling Stones.
What are we doing?
Why isn't Metallica playing the Super Bowl?
What are we doing?
We want to see Aerosmith at the Super Bowl.
What are we doing?
Bring back classic rock to the Super Bowl.
What are we doing?
Like, if I hear another person from any generation below that is thereof my own say that they want to see fucking Metallica at the Super Bowl, Like, come on, bro. What do you want? The
What
Beatles?
are we doing?
What do you want? Like, what do you want? Jimi Hendrix, the Super Bowl?
What are we doing?
Come on, dude. We gotta crunch the numbers, and unfortunately, it's not time for bands like The Who.
What are we doing?
All I know is, bro, halfway through that Super Bowl halftime show, I'm gonna be like that. And I mean, listen, Bad Bunny, I think he's got songs with Cardi B. So I know she's pregnant right now, but might not be by the time February rolls around. That'll be an interesting situation. Does Bad Bunny, to fill that kind of language barrier, no Spanish music, or all Spanish music, no English tracks, does he fill that gap then with some artist or a feature we know on stage? We'll see. We don't know what Mr. Bunny has up his sleeves. All I know is, listen, is it gonna be better than Kendrick last year? Probably.
What are we doing?
Just because if I have to hear anyone yell the word mustard or listen to No One Like Us or Nothing Like Swagger Like Us or whatever the song Kendrick dropped, I can't do it anymore. So as quickly as we can get Kendrick's Super Bowl out of the limelight of most current relatable Super Bowl shows ever, just put Bad Bunny on stage as quickly as possible. Because I know as soon as Bad Bunny hits the stage, I'm going to look like this. So at the end of the day, I think, listen, Bad Bunny just wants to put on a good show. I think we have a clip of him talking about it. Where's Bad Bunny? Here he is.
I'm really excited, but this is making me feel so happy because more than me, for everyone else, I'm really excited for my friends, my family, Puerto Rico, all the Latino people around the world. I'm excited about my culture. I'm excited about everything, not just for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's a crazy. I can only imagine it's a crazy experience to not only perform at the Super Bowl, but just to even just get the call. Getting the call from Jay-Z sounds like this.
Betraying any trust when you got the call, because it's such a special call to get.
It's crazy because I was in the middle of a workout, so I remember that after the call, I just did like 100 pull-ups. I was like, I didn't need more pre-workout shit or whatever. I was like, it was very special. It was very special.
Good for him, dude. I mean, it's Bad Bunny. If you haven't listened to his music, if you haven't had the pleasure of dancing to his music, I mean, shout out to all of our Spanish brides and grooms. I mean, over the years, we've DJ'd plenty of weddings that included a prefla of Bad Bunny songs, some maracha, some, you know what I mean? Just some salsa, just some real solid tunes there. So I'm excited for the halftime show. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. So it's another day, babes, another scam. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's always something. There's got to be something off about someone when they claim that all of their success and all of their money and all of the magic and all of the investors and $120 million has finally come into their lives because of the books, man. I mean, Tai Lopez has essentially pretty much almost been brought down. I mean, fingers crossed, this is the beginning of the end from Tai Lopez. I mean, for years now, we have heard Tai Lopez talking about buying his courses and reading books and how he's inviting 10 entrepreneurs to his pool party and how he wants to network with you so you can become a millionaire just like him. You just have to sign up for his masterclass for $99 $99 a month. I mean, this guy, who remembers this? Listen to this. You know what I
Here in
mean?
my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up
Ty
here in the
Lopez.
Hollywood Hills.
Pretty
But you know
sure
what I like
we
a lot
found
more
out that
than
the
materialistic
Lamborghini was like leased or rented or something, right?
Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get installed to hold 2,000 new books that I bought.
Wow.
It's like the billionaire Warren Buffett says.
2,000 books.
The more you learn, the more you earn.
Now, here's what I'm curious about. There's a book right behind him, and on the spine, you can read it. It says 1,000 books, probably 1,000 books in one. Is he counting that?
What are we doing?
So he really only has like 1,000 books, but this one says it's 1,001. Like, come on, he's scamming every step of the way, Ty Lopez is.
Now, maybe you've seen my TEDx talk where I talk about how I read a book a day. You know, I read a book a day not to show off. It's, again, about the knowledge. In fact, the real reason I keep this Lamborghini here is that it's a reminder that dreams are still possible, because it wasn't that long ago that I was in a little town across the country sleeping on a couch in a mobile home with only $47 in my bank account.
Wow.
I didn't have a college degree. I had no opportunities. But you know what?
I know people with a college degree that only have $47 in their bank account, and they're living on a couch in a single wide trailer mobile home right now.
What are we doing?
Something happened that changed my life. I bumped into a mentor.
Oh, shit, he bumped into somebody. And then they told him, hey, Ty Lopez, you gotta read the books. So Ty Lopez is being brought down for a $120 million Ponzi scheme. Now, this type of Ponzi scheme, ladies and gentlemen, in its simplest form, basically goes like this. Ty Lopez says, hey guys, I need investors. Give me your money, invest in my company, and in return, I'll give you 20%. I'll give you this much back in return. You'll get an ROI of this much money within 6 to 12 months to 36 months of a time, whatever the terms of the agreement were. Stick with me. Then basically, he takes all of that investor money, puts it in his pocket, does nothing with the business, and when it's time to pay out those investors with all of the extra money we've made from the business thus far, because you're supposed to be running it, making it better, getting more sales, boosting you're supposed to use that money for ad spend and product, R&D, and like just really run the business with the money. Instead, you keep the money. And then you go find another round of investors, okay? And now at this point in time, you can either call them investors or suckers. And once those suckers invest into your company, you pay out the original investors whatever it is they're owed, the percentage. Oh, the company grew by 20%. Here's 20% of our revenue. And then you continue to just pocket the money. And then eventually you have to pay them out. Now that you paid out the first rounds of investors, they're going to invest more. Oh my God, you're doing such a good job. And then boop, it's just a never-ending cycle of just pocketing everyone's cash, but not actually delivering on the promises of the business for the reason as to of why they're investing in you in the first place. So that's essentially what Ty Lopez and his business partner have done. How did they do this? They did it with retro brands that we all know and love. I'm talking none other than Linens and Things, Dress Barn, Pier 1 Imports, and the top of the line culprit of them all. We can't ever escape it. Shout out to you, Los. It's Radio Shack.
What are we doing?
For those of you who don't know, many years ago, over COVID 2019, 2020 era, all of these organizations, Linens and Things, Pier 1, Radio Shack, filed for bankruptcy. They were dead in the water. They were dead when we were kids. They were dead when we were adults. I mean, we basically shut down our Radio Shack that we worked at. We were some of the last people there before they inevitably closed it, because for multiple times in a row, these organizations file for bankruptcy. They can't get any more investment money. And so now everything, the assets, the name, the rights are being sold at pennies on the dollar in order to cover their debts and investments and everything else before they inevitably shut down all the stores. And so with that happening, Ty Lopez and his business partner went, hey guys, we've got $100 million. we've got $100 million in cash. Give us the rights to the businesses. We know e-commerce, you don't. The reason Radio Shack failed is because nothing was online. The reason Party City just closed. The reason Joann Fabrics just closed. The reason Dress Barn closed, Pier 1 Imports closed, Linens and things, is because it wasn't easy for the customer of those brands and of those establishments to buy online. You couldn't go on to radioshack.com and purchase whatever little module, trinket, subcategory of a battery, whatever else it was that you came into Radio Shack for up until like 2013. You couldn't do it online, and that's inevitably where they failed, because at that same time, Amazon was on the rise, Best Buy had it figured out, Apple, all of the major retailers that survived, Walmart, Target, etc., were all online and all selling directly to their customers online and in store. And when you only have that in-store aspect, you can't shop at Party City online and buy 10 Tootsie Rolls for your kid or whatever little trinkets that they have, or a little set of paper plates. Amazon came in and took all of that online business away from these brands. And when people and millionaires like Ty Lopez scooped in, they said, hey, we're going to shut down all the brick and mortars and we're going to do the online right. Now, the only issue was Ty Lopez knows nothing about running a Radio Shack. He should have called me.
What are we doing?
So at the end of the day, the only thing that you can do with a brand and a company like Radio Shack is one of two things. Either white label all the products and drop ship them from China, or B, make it a crypto thing.
What are we doing?
And they did both, okay? So you can go to radioshack.com right now and you can buy Radio Shack batteries, Bluetooth speakers, security cameras for your home. They just had a whole like WWDC Apple presentation of like new products at radioshack.com this year. And it is just white label Chinese tech that they are slapping their logo on in hopes to upsell it for 30 to 50 to 130% based on what they paid for it, in order to then just drop ship it directly to you.
What are we doing?
They don't need employees. They don't need warehouses. They don't need any infrastructure. All they need is radioshack.com and the license and approval and everything that they purchase to sell under that name. And so at the end of the day, that just doesn't work. Ask any drop shipper from 2020 how that business is going right now.
What are we doing?
They've all inevitably, most likely, moved on to Pokemon card scalping and just buying up all sorts of inventory from today's children and in hopes to quick flip and make $1, get it graded, or AKA let it sit on the shelf sealed for 5 years and then sell it for 10 times the price when it's out of production and print. It's just a disgusting thing that happens now. It's not even a hobby anymore.
What are we doing?
And so drop shipping doesn't work in 2025. So naturally, no one's buying from radioshack.com. No one's buying their furniture from pier1imports.com. No one's buying their dresses from dressbarn.com. So what happens when Ty Lopez and his business partner now have to pay out their investors? Ponzi scheme, they got to go get more investors. And so the SEC has officially filed the report that these two boys are, a part of one of the biggest Ponzi schemes that we've ever seen. A pair of flashy e-commerce entrepreneurs who brought bankrupt retail giants, including Pier 1 Imports, Radio Shack, Model Sporting Goods, and more, have been accused of running a $112 million Ponzi scheme, according to a new lawsuit filed by the SEC. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, accused Alex Mayer and Ty Lopez, founders of the Miami-based retail e-commerce venture Rev, of duping investors out of roughly $112 million, according to the Federal Southern District of Florida filing obtained by the New York Post. So basically, at the end of the day, It's just another scam by yet another social media influencer. If you thought for a moment that you would just magically get rich off of reading books like Tai Lopez did, you obviously didn't buy his course. Lopez is also a social media influencer who has written several self-help books, including 67 Steps. That's right, dude, 67 Steps. Get your life together in 67 steps. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And How to Become Wealthy, that incorporate teachings of power and famous people like Bill Gates, Charlie Munger, Peter Drucker, Gandhi, and his personal mentors. There's pictures of Tai Lopez and Floyd Mayweather watching basketball together. There's all sorts of shenanigans. So basically, at the end of the day, here's the deal. When the SEC has your name in a title of a thing on a case labeled on their website, it's not good.
What are we doing?
It's not. This isn't like a class action thing. This isn't like a little teeny tiny it'll go away soon thing. This is like $112 million, and now the federal government's up your asshole. And so the issue is, I'm pretty sure. Here's the thing. Pardon happy administration Donald Trump, I'm almost positive, gave one of Tai Lopez's buddies who has done the same thing. I'm pretty sure Trump just gave him like a full presidential pardon, scot-free, walked out of jail, no record, no nothing, go back to scamming.
What are we doing?
And so I'm going to assume that in this very moment, Tai Lopez thinks that he's probably going to get the same treatment, which I highly doubt. Something tells me that Donald Trump doesn't want to pardon Tai Lopez. Maybe he does, but at the end of the day, Tai Lopez is a scammer, and we've known that. And Tai Lopez, at the end of the day, it is just one of the most craziest things that we've seen. And so he's crashing out now. He's crashing out with this news. It's not good for our boy Tai. And basically the only thing he can do is say that if you're a human being and they can't control you, okay, they can't control you if you read books.
What are we doing?
If you read books, they can't get you. It's so fun.
Remember, they can't control you if you read the right books and inform yourself. And make no mistake, we live in a world where you're trying to be controlled, both maliciously by people and indirectly. There's groups of people that are trying to control you that don't necessarily wake up in the morning and say they want to ruin your life, but the structure of the system is built to control you.
Wow.
It used to not be that way. Look at the American ideal dream. The original American dream.
He's
was
obviously like project, like if they don't arrest me, they can't control me, right?
Leaders in Europe and the UK.
Wow.
So they came to the US and they forged their own path. That was supposed to be the American dream. Slowly but surely, over time, what Americans or what the original settlers ran away from is now taking place in the United States in the last 10, 20 years. The solution, and I'll give you 3 ways that I think you can know what's true, because this really comes down to what is true and what isn't. There's a whole science of this called epistemology. How do you know that you know something?
He's trying to convince us that he didn't do it. It's like, how do we know the headlines are true, right?
What are we
Number
doing?
one, and this
Where does he
doesn't
talk
always
about the book? He keeps talking about the books. I think it's right here. Look, listen to this.
the other side of the argument. Okay. The third thing that I think is super important is have a good book list. Now, I have a list. I don't make any money
Promote the
off it.
list.
If I do.
Promote
Maybe I
the
make a
list.
penny if
Yes,
buy a
you
book
do.
from
You
clicking off
make
my
it.
book
Yes,
list.
you
But for
do.
more
You
than
make
10
a
years,
shit ton of
I've
money
had
from
one of
that
the top
book list, you
book
piece of
lists.
shit.
So
TaiLopez.com /books.
on
Get his
Help Us Love
book
Happiness
list.
that I think
Fucking
everyone
get,
should
dude.
read. I think they are sources of truth. I don't necessarily think they're books that are
He's
omnipotent.
crashing out. He's obvious.
but
I
they
think he's
will
in a
make you
different
think.
country.
So whether you use my list, and by the way, you can just buy the books without clicking the links, and I make no money. So I was never paid to have somebody's book
Shut
placed
up.
on there, just to be clear.
Yes, you were.
And you may see books on there that are antithetical anti your current worldview. Read them anyway. It's very hard to control people who read. And by the way, audiobooks are as good as real books, books you read. Don't delineate between the two. So if you have a tough time reading, go ahead and do audio.
How much is this
And you should split it up. I do Monday health books on my physical health.
All right, Monday I do health books. Tuesday are wealth books.
Tuesday I do books on wealth and business.
Wednesday I read
money.
a cookbook.
Thursday I do books on, Wednesday I do books on psychology, love, friendships.
I love it. I love it. So here's his course. It's TaiLopez.com. 15 minutes can save you 15 years on your insurance when you switch to Geico. I mean, come on, bro. I'll coach you one-on-one to grow your income or scale your business while working less, improving your health, and living a fulfilled life. Well, by God, if that isn't something that I've been trying to do for like the last 3 to 6 months, this might be the key. This might be the answer to my life, because I've been trying to work less. I've been trying to improve my health, and I need my life to be fulfilled. Tai Lopez might be the answer. I might have jumped the gun in making fun of him. I mean, he can't wait to tell me everything. Here's screenshots. Here's results from his students. It's 3 screenshots. One of them made 30 million. One of them made 50,000 last month. It's Tai Lopez. 13 million last year, 60 million in revenue. I just bought a McLaren, 30 million in revenue because I signed up for Tai Lopez's course on how to place ads on Google and Facebook in order to then have people come into my funnel and pay for services that my business has to offer. He just helps you set up ads and is basically an ad consultant and says you have to spend money to make money. Those people who made $60 million last month made it because they spent $160 million in ad spend.
What are we doing?
Yes, I want to have a one-on-one phone call with Tai Lopez. How do you do it? You got to enter your information. Liquid net worth. What's my liquid net worth? 1 million, 5 million. Oh, here we go. 5 to 10 million liquid net worth. Thank you. And done.
What are we doing?
He's going to call me. He's going to call me, and I'm going to have a one-on-one call with Tai Lopez. It's probably going to be an AI version of him. I highly doubt he has time with everything else going on in his life. 1-800-604-2587 to talk directly to Tai Lopez. If you want to get scammed out of your money, you should give it all to him because he'll invest it. He'll then get you a return, and then boop, bada bing, bada boom. It's Tai Lopez. He'll take care of you. Listen, sometimes we pay attention to what our son's watching on YouTube, and to be honest with you, 90% of the things he watches are inappropriate. The kids are cussing. It's cringe. They say, "What the Sigma" all the time. 6'7".
What are we doing?
Like, it's one of the most disturbing things I've ever kind of actually seen. Like the kid side, that's not actually the kid side of regular YouTube. We don't give him the YouTube Kids app because it's not the same as the regular YouTube app. And so he knows that and doesn't like it. And it's got a terrible UI and it's just stupid anyway. So he just uses the regular YouTube app, and 90% of the time he's fine. He's watching Haunted Mansion videos, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, sometimes a little bit of like AI slop gets through and he is just glued in. He is doing nothing but paying full-blown attention to this like blatantly obvious AI-generated video that's probably generating whoever wrote the prompt and uploaded the video probably hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month in revenue on YouTube.
What are we doing?
And so, you know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, he's just watching like clips of The Simpsons and stuff he shouldn't actually be watching, but we let him do it anyways. And so, but every once in a while, he finds something interesting. And with the rise of AI, Sora 2 is out, by the way. Has everyone seen this? ChatGPT just launched a Sora app, as well as the Sora 2 model of their generative AI video model. And so what the new Sora 2 model will do is give you not only video that looks incredible, but they give you audio that sounds incredible. Now, of course, it has its quirks. It kind of sort of sometimes looks like AI. If you have a good enough prompt, you can make it happen. They'll continue to improve on it over and over and over again, and eventually we'll get Sora 3 and 4 and 5, and then you won't be able to tell reality from your asshole.
What are we doing?
And so that's basically just where we're headed when it comes to the reality of AI. But my son had found this video that is basically this. It's a I don't even know how to describe it, but it's titled "Capybara Beaten for Ringing the Fire Alarm, but Truth Saved the Entire Company." So clearly the title of the video is also AI generated.
What are we doing?
But like at the end of the day, just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Aha!
Hey, what the hell's this animal doing in here? Get back now!
My son was watching this just the other day. He's 6 years old.
Don't
Oh,
y'all dare,
shit.
Cappy. Step away from that alarm.
He called him Cappy, dude.
Crazy critter. Y'all caused a mess. Get down!
Beat the shit out of him!
What's happening? Is there a fire?
Oh my god. He's down, dude.
Fire
Down.
in the building!
Oh, he's up.
Get help now!
No one knows. What are you gonna do? I mean, when you have a riveting story, such as a capybara starting and then putting out the same fire that he started in an office building full of human beings, while simultaneously wearing a United States
You're
hat.
just causing trouble, pressing that alarm. But truth is, you saved every soul in this building. Forgive me. This medal's for Cappy, a true hero among us.
He's a hero.
Folks, honor him with a like.
He's a hero. Now he needs money. Heroes gotta eat.
What's that critter doing to the ATM?
Oh my god.
Hey!
Hey!
Step away from that ATM right
Wow.
now. Scram! Stay away from this ATM, y'all hear?
I mean, it's honestly truly a masterpiece. Why wouldn't you want your kids digesting videos like this all day long?
What are we doing?
I'm talking to the parents now who are like anti-technology, anti-iPad, like loving their child. If you're one of these parents who are all like, ooh, technology's bad, I'll never give my kid an iPad. Shut the fuck up. Go to Best Buy right now or Walmart or Target or the Apple Store, whichever one's closest to you, and get your damn kid an iPad.
What are we doing?
They could be watching shit like this. You want them to watch what's on TV now? Paw Patrol, The Jersey Shore, fucking Fox News? Fuck no. Cancel cable. Get them a damn iPad. Go to Best Buy. Get an iPad, download the YouTube app, and by God, pay for YouTube Premium, because if your 6-year-old has to watch ads, on YouTube, dude, what kind of parent are you? Pay for YouTube Premium and make their life that much better. What's stopping you? An AI capybara? My son can speak. My son can communicate with adults. My son knows exactly what a skibbity toilet is because of YouTube.
What are we doing?
You're doing your child a disservice. If your child doesn't have an iPad in their hands with the YouTube app running right now, if your child at 6 years old doesn't know how to use an iPad better than an adult by swiping and flicking and doing this and going back and up and down and where the videos are and how to search, shame on you. Up your parenting skills, okay? You think you're a good parent. You think you're doing your child a service by not giving them the technology. Newsflash, does your kid go to school in America? Guess what? The teacher's handing them an iPad just yesterday.
What are we doing?
Yeah, they're doing educational shit, but they still got an iPad in their hand. And you know kids because you know yourself. When they handed us those laptops in high school, you thought we were what? writing documents and doing our homework? No way, Jose. We were looking up MySpace and Facebook proxy servers and trying to figure out how we could message each other back and forth because our parents took our phones and we didn't have unlimited texting.
What are we doing?
So at the end of the day, the kids are going to figure it out. You know what they're doing now? They're titling Google Docs, whatever the assignment is, putting all the paragraphs of text, the whole essay, right? And then boop, 5 pages down is a group chat.
What are we doing?
So like 10 kids in the school just have a link to this Google Doc and they just open the Google Doc and then whatever their update is, that's their next iteration in the chat. They're creating the youth of America is creating AIM and AOL chat rooms via Google Docs amongst themselves because the teachers don't give them access to shit.
What are we doing?
These kids today don't know what a proxy server is. They don't know what to do when it comes to the school firewalls and the lockdowns and the mobile sites. Woo! Back in my day, it took my school at least 9 months to figure out that myspace.com and m.myspace.com for the mobile version were 2 different websites.
What are we doing?
Obviously, we don't have that problem anymore, but in the early days of web development, it was pretty standard to do 2 different versions of your website because the one you just paid for most likely wasn't mobile responsive because it was just one big image. And so at the end of the day, most companies had to get a whole nother website made and just put it on a subdomain called M. The schools didn't know, so we were on m.facebook.com talking to each other all day long.
What are we doing?
On the school's network, So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't go to the store right now or on a website or somewhere to get a refurbished one, Facebook Marketplace, get your kid an iPad, okay? Be a good parent. Don't be one of these idiots who think technology's bad. They're going to chip the kids in 10 years anyways. Your child will have a microchip embedded in their forehead by the time they're 30 years old anyways, so start it now.
What are we doing?
Shame on you for not getting your kid an iPad. My son has multiple iPads. One iPad dies. He's going ham on it on a Saturday and it dies halfway through the day. We put another one in his hand immediately after.
What are we doing?
Listen, Lil Wayne is on tour and he's doing his damnedest to, give us a good show. And so he's got this, I think it's a new song. I don't know. People were calling it like a teaser. He needs to put the guitar away. He needs to retire. I can't do it. I was at one point in time the biggest Lil Wayne fan. I know people who literally got to witness Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki Minaj on a Young Money type show or tour in person in their lifetime, and by God, that'll never happen again. So shout out to you guys.
What are we doing?
I wish we could bring back the essence of like early 2000s, late 2000s, anytime before the year 2019 style and genre of Lil Wayne. Some people were saying this is it. Sorry, the TikTok quality's so bad. It's a concert thing. It's an unreleased song. Listen to this. Tell me what you think. Unreleased Lil Wayne. The lyrics are insane. Listen.
Money grew on trees, I built a tree house. I've been bringing sand to the beach, now I got my feet out. Yeah.
Terrible, right?
Red Chevy Corvette with the T-tops. Vroom, vroom. 2 fingers in the air don't make me pull my piece out. My baby like the deep throat. Pussy deeper than a sinkhole. Pussy tighter than a peephole. Told her say my name, she said Debo. Whoa, whoa. Oh, cause I'm hotter than a house fire. I'm wilder than a Rottweiler. My crown gotta be barbed wire, yeah. Cause I'm in my bag. And my world keeps spinning till I spend my last. You mad, my bad.
I mean, unreleased Lil Wayne.
What are we doing?
What are we thinking? Is it time to bow down gracefully? Is it time for a whole new album? From the sounds and looks of it, he's back in his guitar days. So, I mean, we might eventually get like a second rock album from Lil Wayne maybe next year.
What are we doing?
How exciting would that be? A second Lil Wayne rock album. I betcha Los over at the 280 Plus podcast would die. Would just absolutely eat up, be first in line to buy the vinyl, the CD, the t-shirt, the concert tickets, everything that comes along with Lil Wayne releasing a second rock album. Yes, sir, yes. 280 Plus. Let's go!
What are we doing?
And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, I just want to say we finally did it. We got the comment of the year on our YouTube channel. And I mean, boy, oh boy, if you didn't see this one, it was a zinger. I mean, 2025 has shaped up to be such a great year, okay? I knew it was going to be, but I mean, we're talking business and personal success, friendships, family, just maybe not the economy, or maybe depending on how you feel about the current administration, I don't know. It's just some things are kind of going terribly wrong in this country, but some things are good. It's kind of been an okay-ish year, right? And so with 2026 on the horizon, I mean, man, the support on YouTube, the support that we have gotten, I think we're almost at 2,200 subscribers. The numbers are through the roof. The comments are crazy. Listen to this comment. I mean, I cannot thank you all enough. You know, commenting boosts the algorithm. It's how we get numbers. It's how we get views. Commenting is the new boost. So if you haven't done so already, like this video, comment on this video, hit subscribe, hit the hype button, whatever you can do, share it, whatever you can do to help us just game that algorithm a little bit more. And if it is to do what our new friend Joshua Bradshaw has done, is take home the trophy for the best comment of all time on this podcast YouTube channel. Shout out to our new friend. His name is at Joshua Bradshaw 5270. Joshua Bradshaw, I can't thank you enough for your support, your kind words, your comments, your love, your devotion, your audience, your never-ending attention to detail when it comes to watching the What Are We Doing podcast. Just the other day, Joshua Bradshaw said this on my most recent video. He said, "You're an idiot. Why do you think anyone would ever care about you or what you think? Nap in traffic. You're a waste of a human."
What are we doing?
And to that, I simply replied and said, "Considering it, thanks for the suggestion. Shout out to you, Joshua Bradshaw." Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Levi McCurdy. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. I can't thank you enough. Next week, we're coming at you live with episode 209. It's already in the works. We've already got some topics planned. There might be a special guest coming. Who knows? Probably not, but we'll see. At the end of the day, my name's Levi McCurdy. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the hype button, leave us a comment, hit share, go to Facebook, do the same thing, go to our Instagram, do all that again, post a story, hit like, follow us on Instagram, then come right back to YouTube and watch the entire episode while you sleep so it boosts the numbers. It's the What Are We Doing podcast. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out, everybody.
What are we doing?